live. Welcome to Unlock Your Authority. In this, we're going to talk about my 12-step process and how you can attract your perfect dream clients using an authority book and my 12-step blueprint. So we're going to show you how to transform your business, but the focus is why publishing a book is the fastest path to credibility and client attraction. So first, I want to talk about why you might want to be an author. And in my humble opinion, becoming an author is the single fastest way to build credibility. And the reality is, if we build credibility, we establish ourselves as someone who's a trusted authority, it helps us get clients faster. Now, I want to tell you that one of the shortcuts I have is if you are already giving presentations, you're already talking about what you do, you can take your presentation and turn it into published book very quickly. I'm not exaggerating, but an hour-long presentation is the perfect length for a basic book. Now, for the record, I'm not talking about a 500-page book that is everything you know about a subject. I'm talking about a 100-page book that helps somebody, first of all, understand, do I have the problem? 2, do I want to solve the problem? And 3, are you the expert to help me? That is all I do with my books, is answer those 3 questions. So as we build a life as an author, as we can say, I'm a published author, it allows us to be trusted as an authority. It also allows us to attract our dream clients who understand what it means to work with us. And that is our goal. We want dream clients, not everybody else. And basically, our goal for the book, once it's written, once it's published, we're going to share it with our network and really truly earn word of mouth referrals and build deeper client relationships. That is the kind of person I work with. If those 3 things don't matter to you, you can stop here because the rest will just waste your time and mine. So I'm going to jump in and cover this in a little bit more detail. So first, I want to talk about where people generally are when they're watching a video like this and the conversation that is going on in their head. So really, truly, I know that a lot of people know that they should do something different. They should build authority, but they maybe don't know the details or the why. So one thing I will hopefully prove to you is that credibility is critical for getting high quality clients. I'm hoping you get this already, but if you don't, we'll talk about that some more. And for the record, there are a bunch of strategies out there. You know, everybody's saying you can sell yourself on social media, you can all do this, you can do that. Reality is there's a lot of activity that doesn't necessarily lead to the results you want. So my goal is we want to make this feel very personal and we want to eliminate the overwhelm for you as you're building your business. Now, you may not fully understand that publishing a book can simplify client attraction, but you're open to the discussion that maybe it is. So first things first, I want to talk about some beliefs that might be holding you back, might be keeping you stuck. And the number one thing I hear all the time is, yes, Jeff, that's all well and good, that's wonderful, but honestly, writing a book is too difficult, too time consuming. I hear that a lot. I don't have the time to write a book, or who would want to read my book? The reality is, if you solve a problem and you're good at it, there is advice you can give people that you can put in a book that would add value to people. And for the record, that doesn't have to be time consuming. The other thing I hear all the time is, yeah, that's all good for you. You know how to publish a book. I don't. The reality is publishing has never been easier, and it can really easily be accomplished through Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing. And here's a bonus, it's not only easy, it's free. You can publish a book, your book, on Amazon, reach Amazon's audience for free. It costs you nothing. Amazon is a print on demand service. So you pay a discounted author's rate when you buy copies of your own books. And when your clients buy books or your books through Amazon, they print on demand and they take out their costs first and they send you the net profit from the book. So it's not only easy, it's cheap. And the other thing is, a lot of people say, I need to spend money, I need to buy ads on various platforms. Paid marketing is the only way to grow my business. I would say if you're good at what you do and you care deeply about your clients, the number one way you can grow is by writing a book and giving it to your favorite clients and asking them to give it to their friends and colleagues that they think might benefit. So I'm going to show you in my 12-step process that traditional marketing is great, yes indeed. However, if you deliver good results and you care about your clients, writing a book can give you much faster results, bigger results, and bring you better clients in the process. And by the way, it also helps you bring in new clients without having to get better at marketing and sales, which in my world, a lot of my people, they're experts at something. They don't want to become experts at social media. They don't want to learn how to manage ads. They don't want to learn marketing. They don't want to learn sales. They just want to deliver a high-end experience. Those kind of people, you can really benefit from writing a book. I also follow up with a workbook, but that's another conversation for another day. So, one of the things I want you to understand, I've been there. And the things I look at when I'm working with somebody is what are their frustrations? And I want you to think about how you would apply this to your clients, your prospects as well. In my case, people come to me and the number one frustration they have is that they're overwhelmed because they've spent a lot of money, put a lot of time and energy into marketing, and didn't get anything near the results they wanted, or worse, it felt transactional. And I believe the number one way to build a business and grow it reliably, consistently, is to focus on building authentic relationships, not on creating transactions. So my ultimate goal is fall in love with your clients, find new ways to solve their problems, and they'll just keep coming back naturally. Now, the next thing, a lot of people are frustrated because they have feast or famine. They get some good clients and then they're busy performing their services and then they stop marketing and then things drop off, or they get really low quality leads and they waste a lot of time and energy. With a book, if you think about it, your little book is out there in the world. Your cost might be $2, $3, $4. And basically, it is a high powered business card that people can read it. And I talk about it being a very short read. It's usually something they can get through in an hour or less. Basically, by the end of the hour, they either love you and want to work with you, or they realize they're not a fit for you and they'll give the book to somebody else. And that book keeps working for you long after you've printed it and sent it out to the world. And then the last thing, I see a lot of experts, they think they're commoditized, they're fighting on price. That is a terrible place to be. So one of the things I like to do with a book is, if you're speaking anyways, you might as well have your book with you. You can hand them a copy of the book, when you're at your speaking event, and that's your way of showing that you are an expert in that field. So what you might be doing now, you might be on social media, you might be doing a bunch of posting, or maybe you're paying for ads, and maybe it doesn't quite feel like a perfect fit for you and your values. That's okay. Um, Procrastination is a big thing. I see this, people are like, oh, I should do marketing, but I don't want to. I'd like to write a book, but I don't know where to start. And really, if you're relying on ads or other people and you don't have a clear system, you're always going to be in the position you are in today. So again, this is just an example. One of the things I do once I write a book, I create a mini course. That's part of our blueprint. That's more in depth, but basically, the mini course allows people to raise their hand and say, yes, I need this. And in the mini course that I have, which you'll be invited to at the end of this presentation, the first step is to take the mini course and really get clear on whether or not you have a book that could be published or not. And once you are clear and we agree that a book is the right thing for you, then we want to use that book to simplify how you get your clients. Now, this is the fun part. I want you, after you've written your book, you should feel confident. You should know, going through my process, that you can easily create and publish a book. And I want you to be excited about what it means to become an author. And that builds the feeling of empowerment so that you can start building those lasting relationships with your dream clients and your strategic partners. So basically what we're going to teach in the mini course, and you can click below, and by the way, I'm not selling you anything. The mini course is free. If you're a fit and you take the mini course, maybe we work together, maybe we don't. If you're not a fit, you can find that out very early in the mini course. But basically what I hope to show you in the mini course is our step-by-step process for publishing a book. I will show you how to use said book to build credibility and get clients. And last but not least, you can build a growth engine where you're consistently getting word of mouth and referrals. So in our 12-step blueprint, I'm not going to cover the 12 steps here, but in the mini course, I will outline the 12 steps, and I will show you literally how to go from start to published to promoted, and show you why your book needs to be positioned a certain way to help you grow your business. And once you've got the book, I will show you how to use it as a relationship building tool. So in my mini course, my goal is to give you the 12 steps. And if you like the 12 steps, we'll find a way to work together. If you disagree with my 12 steps or you don't believe in my 12 steps, we don't need to work together, because I guarantee if you don't believe I can help you, I can't. If you believe I can help you, I'll find a way to. So in the mini course, I will share some case studies. And the reality is this is not new. People have been using books to sell things, whether it's information, whether it's expertise, products or services, since the 1900s. And I could show you study after study, but the real world results are there. If you want to grow your business, your heart centered, you're an entrepreneur and you care about your clients, let's talk about it. And I encourage you to take our little mini course because it'll give you more insights. So this is the point where I can share some success stories. I'm going to be quick and brief because to me this is the single biggest slide, yet it's also the easiest. The only way to really confirm it is to try it yourself and see what it works. So first I'm going to give you a success story. I'm going to tell you a story of how to guarantee failure, and then we'll talk about success stories. I had one client who bought 200 copies of their book. I never recommend that, because if you're not going to do anything with 20 copies, you're definitely not going to do anything with 200 copies. A year later, he came back to me and said, none of this works. You're stupid. I haven't gotten a single client out of my book. And I said, wow, that's curious. How many books do you have left? And he looked at me, didn't even blink, and he said 200. So I guarantee if you write a book and you don't give it to anyone, you will not get clients from it, and you will say this is a failure. That's my guarantee. Now, on the flip side, I personally have closed tens of thousands of dollars of deals every year based on books I've written. One of my books, I think the first 2 years, I closed several deals, accumulating to several $100,000 worth of deals. It works. And don't take my word for it. I know people that have doubled their businesses. I've worked with people who have, 10% increment. That's all they wanted. They got it. So the reality is, whatever your goals are, a book can help you get there. Now, the key is number one, you've got to finish the book, and number two, you've got to share it with people. So we'll share some success stories. There's more detail in my little mini course. But the reality is now either you believe that books work or you don't. I'm not here to convince you. If you're not convinced, that's okay. Now, the goal of the blueprint, and my blueprint is meant to do this for you, your blueprint that you'll create in your book should do this for your clients. It needs to give them confidence and build that excitement. So we're going to, in a book, we're going to share stories of transformation. We're going to share testimonials from existing clients, and we're going to create visuals of before and after. So this is the call to action. This is an invitation, and not everybody's going to want to continue. So for the record, at this point, you can say, thank you, Jeff, move on with your life, or we can move forward. But basically, this is where we can either you sign up and take the mini course and you learn step by step how I can help you, what a book might look like, or you can say thanks, but no thanks, and go back to whatever you were doing before you watched this. I will normally show the journey in the mini course. What we do is we show you the steps and I show you how I support you. Really, truly look at this video. If you like how I talk, you like what I share, then maybe we can work together. So my invitation to you, if you've made it this far, congratulations. I hope I've shown you why it's important and how writing an authority book can help you grow your business. The next step, if you're interested, is to take the mini course and learn our 12-step blueprint in detail and get some resources, some templates, some checklists, things like that. And I will go deeper and show you how to transform your business by creating a client attracting system built around your book. So the final thing, I'm not here to tell you if this is the right path for you or not. I want you to have the power to decide. So I created these self-reflection questions, and really truly I want you to uncover your personal reasons for taking action. And for the record, your next step might be do nothing. That's okay. I'm not here to tell you what's right for you. I just give you this self-reflection as a tool so that you can decide what's right for you. So my first question is, how important is it for you to stand out as an authority in your field? Next question, what impact would becoming a published author have on your business? Number 3, are you ready to attract dream clients through a simplified process? 4, how would publishing a book change how potential clients perceive you? 5, are you willing to invest time now to create a tool that drives long-term growth? And 6, what's stopping you from taking the first step towards authority today? So from my point of view, the next step is, if you like this and you think a book would be useful for you, click on the link below, sign up for the mini course, and in that mini course, I'll show you my system and I'll show you whether it's a fit for you or how to determine if it's a fit for you or not. And that is the next step. If you've watched it this far, I thank you for your time and attention. I want to applaud you for making it through, and I look forward to seeing your comments and feedback on the video here and on the mini course. Thank you.